TikTok. What's up, the Dream 83? Make sure you notify everybody. Hold on real quick. Good day. How's it going? You can't, I don't think you can vape or anything on lives. But thank you guys. Jennifer, what's up? We got just a couple from YouTube. But what's up, Jennifer? Denise, how you doing? See how many of the almost 7,000 followers in like, what, 12 hours? It's not bad, right? It's not bad at all. So, what's up? How you doing, CB? What's your full name there, CB? What's up, Truth Facts Theory? Little Blue 12. Yeah, so Headstrong Politics. Let's talk about it. Just started, 11:55 a.m. I don't know why, but TikTok wouldn't let me do noon. So it's supposed to be noon, you know. So we're gonna have to sit here, chill for a bit, wait a few minutes, get your questions ready. Yeah, make sure you like the the live I'm doing so that more people come in and hang out. What's up, Video Dropbox? How you doing? Hey, Heather, it's your boy again. I got both TikTok and YouTube going on at the same time. So I'm gonna figure out. Oh, I've got someone from Kyrgyzstan. So sorry, I can't say that. Kyrgyzstan. Wow, that is tough. It's one of the stands. I know that. But thank you for being here, hanging out. Jennifer, just video just popped up on your FYP, huh? That's cool. Right on. But yeah, crazy, right? Banned from TikTok. And hey, you know, all I did was look on a website, the Gateway Pundit, and they had up something, and I don't know if I should have maybe done some more research on it or whatever, but obviously the Pelosi thing's weird. Everyone knows that's weird, but I think I said something that might have been, what's up, Lindy? I'm doing great. Might have been, you know, fake news or something, you know. It's like if this guy really was a Q follower, you know. But I mean, I looked at the websites and they were made fairly recently, but maybe not as recent as I said. So sorry about that, TikTok. But I think Headstrong Politics is where we wanted to go anyways, right? So we got trap music for the music and for touring and all that good stuff. And we got Headstrong Politics for, you know, getting headstrong and telling this establishment. What's up, Nancy? I just saw you. What's up, Ulan? How you doing? But yeah, you know, we gotta push back against people making these decisions that are absolutely, what's up, Ashley? Horrible decisions. So that's why are people so afraid of pushing back? Because they don't want to lose their Adidas sponsorship. Yeah, I mean, I get it. They don't want to lose their Facebook page with 500,000. Oh, we got Michael Childers calling me a groomer. You know, then Hot for Teacher needs to be taken off of YouTube, right? And Stacy's mom. It's like the people that are continue the four times in less than a year and a half, I've had groups of people try and say I sympathize with pedophiles or anyone breaking any law, and that's just not true. It's the spirit of the song Stacy's Mom and Hot for Teacher. I made a joke about that, you know, and I specifically said it was a joke. A month later, in a YouTube, you can see it. You can see it on our YouTube channel, saying, "Oh, you know, it was a joke." So anybody who thought that was real, you know, sorry about that. 15-year-old girl is okay, but not a boy though. So the whole point is testosterone, Michael. Maybe you don't have it, you know. Maybe you don't have it, but yeah, a month later, got kicked off of Twitter, and then like maybe January or late December of the next year, I said, yeah, if anyone thinks I was serious, let me tell you, I wasn't actually serious when I said high five the 15-year-old kid whose older female teachers attracted to him. So, yeah, this guy, can you block people on TikTok? Yes, you can. Remove them. Later, buddy. But yeah, you can just get rid of these people. Put them on timeout. Yeah, he's done. But yeah, unbelievable with that. I mean, come on, you could go after Stacy's mom ban or Hot for Teacher if it's such a bad topic. I can't, whatever. But that they use something like that because they can't. Nothing else will stick. They can't be like, you're a racist white supremacist when my mother's a Mexican, and groups that I've defended I are not white supremacists. And I did the research on that, and that's why I knew that they weren't that, and that's what was annoying about the media saying otherwise. I knew that to be, what's up, Michelle? I appreciate you. I knew that to be false, so I stood up for people who were being lied about, and then I got lied about a bunch, But whatever, you look at like Trump, and the guy gets ripped so much, Like anything that's happened to me is nothing, or Kanye is nothing compared to what's happened to Trump. What's up, Ulan? But what's up, Joseph? I'll appreciate it. Andrew Tate. He's a guy who's saying, I'm going to say what I have to say, and that's that. So anybody doing that, I dig it. So I'd like to see more of it. That's what I did in 2020. I was like, I'm going to do it. No one else is doing it. Everybody's letting the BLM thing and all the white liberals that thinking they're the savior of black people, they just, shitting on Trump supporters and white people in general and being like, you're not allowed to talk or say anything, and just being bullies. And I stood up against that. I was the only person in the music industry to push back against that BLM narrative and to say that what happened to George Floyd was not being shot in the back as he's running away, which has happened to people. And that, why isn't that, what we get crazy about, So we always find out more facts after we've already burned down half a dozen cities, but whatever, or a dozen, who knows, more than that probably. But yeah, it says some comments were filtered to protect the community's experience on TikTok. Who did that? I don't even have a moderator, and it's so peaceful over here on TikTok and YouTube. So that's great, It's nice to see. All right. Oh, thank you, Heather Keller. Yeah. What's up, Kristen? And yeah. Okay. So what do you guys? I'm gonna go back to Twitter. Yeah. Now that Elon's running the show, and you know what my first tweet's gonna be, right? It's just gonna be, "Hot for Teacher." So it's funny. We had that. What's up, Grandy? Happy Halloween to you. Yeah, happy Halloween to everybody. What's up? But the Kanye thing. Just alerted you. Your comments were in danger of being blocked. Why? What's so bad about your comments? They do weird stuff, and you know what? I'm happy that I was able to post here or TikTok, and get trap music, and then get Headstrong Politics is like it's over 7,000 followers in less than half a day. So I can't be mad at TikTok. And there were so many bots and fake accounts following the Trapped official account that it wasn't even hitting any fans. Like just this Headstrong Politics hit so many more fans of Trapped that love our music than anything I was doing on Trapped official. So I guess at some point you gotta make a new account. That's cool. That's TikTok, right? Like YouTube, we've had 150,000 followers over that now, and we got 50,000 of them in the last year or two, and we hit like 1,000 or 2,000 people every time I do a YouTube video or something, you know. But whatever. TikTok, I feel like it's more, as long as the bots and fake accounts aren't all up all up in your account, then it's all good, you know. What's up, Alan? Appreciate you. I'm not afraid at all. But I think when it's a new account and the bots aren't there yet, and there's 18 talent agencies that can get you, so you can do podcast. What's up, Giuliano? Do a podcast like from your own podcast and then broadcast it into TikTok. You need to have this special key, and talent agencies do that. Like, I would have to hit one of them up and say, hey, can you get me one of those TikTok keys? But whatever. Concert for life. So we'll never download TikTok. But it's funny because people have like picked their social media sites. There's people who are like, I'm Twitter, I'm TikTok, I'm YouTube. No one ever says like Facebook's my app. I guess that's like where your mom and your grandparents are and all that. So, are you guys gonna do Twitter and get a blue check mark? You just have to pay $20 a month. Oh, I'm gonna do that. Why not? Because then people know it's you. I have no problem with that. I'm just looking through the comments. Truth, facts, theory. They are telling you we are watching. Yeah, they are. But look, I'm not saying anything crazy right now. Not at all. Yesterday I made a post. Like I said, that I didn't fact check in the way that I usually do, and it could. But Gateway Pundit, usually you go to certain sites and they're usually pretty good about doing that, so you trust them. But we don't know. We don't know if what they said was real or not. But obviously TikTok didn't want me to talk about it, so I will respect that this is their app. I've always said that. That's as much as I bitch about TikTok. They have been the fairest to trapped by far. Like Truth Social. I thought we got on there and this guy's back again. What Alan P. This guy Michael Childress. That's probably not his real name, but like these people who, it's for 300 seconds. That's all I can do. 5 minutes. 5-minute timeout for this guy. He's just gonna sit and wait. Wait is a YouTube guy, so he can come on and be a troll it. It's like, come on, man. You're watching, right, Michael? Go do something with your life, dude. Like, make a channel, a YouTube channel, or like a TikTok or something, and then like build a fan base, and you can talk to them, and then they can talk to you, and you won't feel so lonely, maybe, because you're like the dude who like only got attention from his dad by annoying him, and then now that's what you do in adulthood. A lot of people like that, So yeah, Grundy, I definitely ignore lots of trolls, but I feel like the trolls mess it up for you guys. Yeah, they mess it up for you, and that's what I'm protecting against, so that you don't have to see just people harassing, because that's what they're doing. They're trying to harass you guys. It's not gonna do anything to me, But I try to talk to everybody, troll, fan, hater, whoever it is, because ultimately I want us all to come together. Trap wrote a song that definitely one of our bigger hits. Come together, came out in 2018. We did it with Anomaly. That song's definitely bigger than some of the ones that we had lots of radio play on. So pretty cool. But I really, like I said, we're going to talk about the Kanye thing. I really want to know where he's going with with what's going on, because that's like, you think I would give up if I was worth $2 billion and I had because I had a shoe and some clothing things in addition to my music that gave me my 75% of my net value, right? You think that I would be like, screw that, if I can get a huge platform that's even bigger and influence our country's direction, in a way that I can feel better about, right? That's like having power, is being able to do what Kanye's doing right now. So what do you think? Do you think is it better to have the platform and the power, or better have the money and the Adidas? And it's like, I'd rather have the platform, right? I mean, as long as you can feed your family and all that, wouldn't it be better to have the platform than the money and the status? Yeah, they're just creating a narrative. You look up Trapped on Google, first thing is Trapped racist. Yeah, it's funny because they can't do that anymore, the racist thing, because I went on Gab, last year, and because I wanted to expose all the fake Nazis. They're fake white supremacists over there. They don't show their faces. The people who would benefit off of saying, "Oh, Gab is a right-wing racist," the same thing they're saying now about Twitter. Who would benefit from that? Those are the people who do it. If I can tell you guys anything, it's to just look at who benefits from a certain narrative. That is usually who put the narrative out there. But Kanye, no, he's not crazy. He's emotional. Like, I couldn't imagine him being president, because I just feel like he would be too emotional, like more emotional than Trump. Trump's not that emotional. He'll just say direct things that just outrage people. Whereas Kanye, I think his emotions you can feel it, like, start to well up in him, and then he's going to say something, But, I think he's pointing out that there are powerful people in the music industry who have taken advantage of him and his people, or his friends, or other black people. And I just don't see what that accomplishes. Like, do we not know that? Like, there's people who have run businesses, and they have run them for a long time. So I just don't know what he's trying to accomplish there. Kanye bought Parler. Did he buy it already? 40,000 people use that a day. I mean, why doesn't he just make his own, like, Kanye app? Like, a Yay app. That's what he should do, right? But yeah, the Lex Friedman guy, I saw that, and he's such a calm, collected guy, and he was like really trying to make Kanye go, "Yeah, you're right, Lex. I see it now how you want me to see it." Like, he was desperately trying to do that. What's up, Jacob? Hold on, let me see. And Mano de Dios. Oh yeah, Echo. I'm gonna do a bunch of acoustic stuff for Trapped music, TikTok, and then I use YouTube more, even though they shadow ban everything I do. But I don't know why YouTube doesn't do the same thing as TikTok as far as like just getting things out there. Like, they shadow ban people forever. That's it. TikTok, you can get it. You just got to make a new account or get banned or something, as we see. But hey, thanks, Fleshwood, New Mexico. You're a cool guy too. Odin Aquatics got banned from lives, and you weren't even talking. Showing a fish tank. Were they thinking you were doing too much of a Dahmer thing with the fish tank? No, that's dumb. Lil Blue 12, inspired by Trash music, but you can't sing or play an instrument, huh? You're an underground rapper. That's great. Hey, we all are on these apps expressing ourselves, right? So Lindy Lou says, Lex doesn't understand, this is from YouTube, doesn't understand the difference between anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism. Yeah, all that stuff, man, all the isms and left and right, and all the labels are just, they don't really help us at all, And I feel like we just want a good standard of living for ourselves, right? And our friends and our brothers and sisters, even the people we don't know, right? Strangers. Just want the best for our neighbor, right? But some people are bitter and they want the worst for the neighbor. And it just so happens they can power a lot, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I was doing research on the Roman Empire, and at first they were obviously, this guy's back, the Michael Childish guy. Even if I can't remove the guy, oh yeah, I can just hide him completely. Yes, he's done. Yeah, Michael Childish, if you've just tuned in over on YouTube, one of those trolls that just, it's like they're pathologically inclined, just the energy just to like, I gotta do it. I gotta troll this guy. Like, it gives them pleasure, which I find so pathetic, But it's great. I love this. We got TikTok, we got YouTube, getting everybody together. Headstrong Politics. We got to be headstrong these days, right? Or they're just gonna push us off a cliff, and we're gonna be like, okay, we go off this cliff, right there. So I love Kanye's for saying, I'm gonna push back against what is the system that we all know, right? I guess that's what he did. Yeah, Justin, I got rid of Michael. He's done. I figured out how to just hide him from the channel entirely. So I wonder if he can watch this stuff. You have an autographed Trap Les Paul. Nice. That's dope. From Trap, right on. Yeah, I love Les Pauls. That's what I got sitting upstairs. We got some great new music. Ignorance is Bliss, and then this other song, Think of You, that's just like turning into this epic, like Echo on steroids. It's going to be so cool. Can't wait for y'all to hear it. But I'm just excited for how things have played out over the last 2 years. It's amazing. Like, if all they got is I'm defending, pedophilia by saying that the song "Hot for Teacher" is funny, and like, oh, the subject of the kid and like Stacy's mom, or like having the fantasy, like, oh, I'd high five him if that was my kid, just to trigger a liberal who asked me, what if that was your kid? I was like, oh, high five him, and then I was like, it's a joke, but if the teacher hurt his feelings, I'd be really mad at the teacher right after in the next tweet. So, but whatever. And then they go with the racist thing, and it's like, my mother's Mexican, So did we play Denver in late summer? Yeah, we did. We played acoustic there. But yeah, Stacy's Mom is a funny song, isn't it? It's like you got to be able to laugh, and I hope comedy's back on Twitter now that Elon's there. He said comedy is legal again, so that's good, right? But that they're just saying whatever they can say, and they specifically leave out what the situation was, so that people think it's like a young girl and an older dude. And we have a song for that in America. It's by The Police, and it's called "Don't Stand So Close to Me." We have "Hot for Teacher" and Stacy's Mom, and then "Don't Stand So Close to Me," the opposite. And so people say I'm defending pedophilia by saying that when a dude does it to a younger woman, it's so much worse because of the man's stature and his testosterone aggressiveness, just overall scariness compared to a woman when you're a grown male. Like 15-year-old soccer team beat the U.S. Olympics women's soccer team badly. So you want me to worry about those kids? No, I'm going to worry about the defenseless before the testosterone ever touches them. Innocent victims. So, these people go, oh, it's all the same. It's like, really? It's all the same. I can't, I'm not getting down with that. There's certain, depending on the situation with the two people involved, adult, kid, or whatever, that is so much worse than the other stuff. So, like this guy Grundy's like, how many dozens of old classic rock, glam rock songs are about 16, 17-year-old girls, yet Motley and Rolling Stones are still idolized? It's gross. Yeah, well, Hot for Teacher to me is not gross. It's basically saying once a dude is like, he's hit that puberty time and testosterone's raging, it's been a few years, then it's like how society looks at him changes. And it doesn't occur that much, the change doesn't happen as much with women, because as men, we're afraid that they'll get hurt or something will happen to them at any age of a woman. Doesn't matter what age they're. But for a boy or a male, men stop caring. Like the father's like doesn't worry as much as the daughter. So anybody says that that's wrong must not have daughters or anything like that, So come on, you're gonna worry about your daughter more than your son, That's it. There's no way other way to look at it, you know. But yeah, and yeah, that's crazy. Like a bunch of these rock stars that like went off with 14-year-old girls. That's disgusting. That's the stuff that people, may want to say something about. It's like I've never written a song about any of this stuff. I just laughed at one that already is going. So it's ridiculous. Yeah, yeah, it's not all the same. Thank you, Fleshwood. I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Stacy's mom. One thing I love about trap fans is that you guys are funny. So, like, you don't care what anybody thinks about you, obviously. Do I think any of the Michael Jackson stuff was true? You know, I've heard that there was label stuff, and he wanted to get his masters back, and that there was some fighting like that going on, and then they wanted to beat him whatever way they could beat him. But you guys, any more the comments coming or what? They're like all of a sudden stacked. You guys still making comments or what? A Reading, Pennsylvania show. I think that was just scheduling the club or something like that. We found a different show or just figured a better time next year or something like that. I don't know what that was, but yeah. But yeah, it's weird how I'm doing this TikTok live. Everything seems like it's stopped. If you guys are able to comment, just leave a comment, because I don't know what's going on. It just seems. Oh, there we go. Little Blue 12 says, I want to feature a song from Trapped in a short film. Well, do it, man. Do it. All good, bro. Gwen Stefani saying she'd do anything to look younger. Wonder how she does that. Why would people would do anything to look younger? That's definitely not me. What's up, Corey? How you doing? Yeah. But it's just so weird that Trapped, we got over 7,000 followers in like 12 hours, and there's 4,000 on TikTok right now, and they're showing this live to 17 people. I would think it would be like all your new followers see your live when they're on the app. No? Now it's 15, so whatever. I wonder how many people are on this YouTube. Oh, YouTube is beating TikTok right now. That's not good. By like 3 times. What's up, Kristen? Yo. What's up, Nancy? Love you too. Right back at you. Nancy from Canada. But yeah, I wonder why. Moni Mendo asking if we're trying to make a new album anytime soon, and we are. We already put out 2 singles, Above It All and Drop Your Guard, and we have Ignorance is Bliss coming soon, and then Think of You is just about almost ready to get mixed. Yeah, Kristen from Colorado, what's up? What up, Mano? Yeah, I love that song. Stories. We're actually doing a full band version of that song with drums and everything, because that's how we've been playing it for this tour all this year. So we're gonna play like a Stories 20th anniversary version. It'll be like a rock ballad, like full band, instead of just the acoustic version. So hopefully you guys will dig that. Yeah, it'll be cool. So yeah, Little Blue 12. Yeah, I love that we can definitely talk and hang out this way, but definitely we'll do more acoustic stuff, because I know you guys want to see that. And we're coming to Atlanta. Yeah, we'll come to Atlanta next year for sure. Yeah. If Gigi Allen was still around, they'd be more than triggered. Probably. I'd have to agree with you on that. Yeah. But yeah, I'm interested to see where Kanye's going to go with his, I don't know, what his newfound purpose. right? Like it's like a newfound purpose. It feel like for Kanye, right? Like we played in Japan, yeah. Oh, appreciate it, Maureen. Shadow Work is one of my favorite records too. So yeah, to me, success is about how many people know about your album, of your fans, and then how many of them went out and wanted to listen to it. So like less than 1% of people who love Headstrong know that we put out Shadow Work, and that's what happens when Facebook takes your blue check mark when you're trying to sell your record. That's what they did for the 2 months with it, like a month before and a month after. Uh, no blue check. They gave it back. Facebook, tracked official, and then they banned the whole thing. November of 2020 because I wanted just trying to truth. Trying to dispel what were false, false facts, fake news, if you will. There the questions are coming. Pierce Morgan tried to paint Ye as crazy. I don't. He tried to do the same thing to Andrew Tate, and he's just like, shouldn't you be this way? And they're like, no. And then he's like, I can't believe that you aren't going to be this way. And they're like, no, it's just not going to be the way you want me to be. And that's that. It's like, just because Kanye's emotional, he's an artist, doesn't make him crazy. It just makes him like able to say what he wants to say and not be afraid of it. So that's a beautiful thing. So, yeah. Man, can't even hit 20 of you on TikTok. Literally over 7,000 followers in less than 12 hours. TikTok. You don't want to notify any of these people. I'll just stay here all day, and then maybe, the 4,000 TikTok followers of Headstrong Politics will know that I'm live right now. Like, if you're gonna let people know, wouldn't it be the newest followers of a new page? Made yesterday. I don't get it. What's going on here? You ever saw political media appearances like Turning Point, Dan Bongino? So Turning Point, Dan Bongino, that's mainstream media. So any mainstream media will not have me on their show. I'll tell you that much. It's too many things that I could say that would just open up cans of worms that I wouldn't say here on TikTok. And that's what Headstrong Politics is all about. We're laying the groundwork to start that podcast and have it be a private thing for members only, like the people watching this right now. We're going to do that for a little bit. And I'm just going to tell you guys what I've learned over the past few years of just questioning the official narratives. That's it. And a lot of the things, like if I get blocked from talking about certain things, I'm like, then that means it's true. So what I get censored from helps me figure out what is the truth. Like I'll put something out, maybe it's right, and then boom, probably correct. Tap the likes and get those likes up so people can jump in here. We did hit 20 for a second, but it's just weird that YouTube's got twice the people who have been notified. TikTok. But the way that you build a big following on TikTok is doing lives. So if you've got 300, 400 people on your lives, which Trapped Official always got when we did it acoustic at the same time, you end up getting thousands, right? 1,000 or so was average when we do an acoustic, and people will watch a song or two, but no one's gonna sit there for an hour and a half on an acoustic setting that's just two-dimensional. It's not the concert, but people will dig it. They wait till their favorite song or whatever. But yeah, now it's 13, but I don't get it. But this is, I would think, if it was gonna pop off, get 300, 400, it would be on the new account, first time, whatever. But that's how Good Trouble or all these creators, these political creators, these White House creators and all that, they can only be big and viral by having help, like bots, fake accounts, and stuff like that, or some real people. But these talent agencies, they pull together fake engagement, to help their clients. So that happens. Like bands do that, brands do that. It sucks that they can do that. I wish that there was a way that everything was just honest. There was no bot stuff that are comments and this artificial picture. So, I wish we could do that, but whatever. TikTok can get told. Oh yeah, yeah. We don't. That's the thing. I'm doing this live to reinforce the viral TikTok, the first one for Headstrong Politics that we had, that just went even more viral this morning. To hopes that get those people here, so that we build a connection that that you actually get notified when I say something, or if I put out a TikTok or whatever. So same with YouTube, So I got to do this more often so that you guys know when I'm putting a video out, because TikTok and YouTube won't let you know. So the way I know it is just, the earlier the count, the more engagement, more followers it gets, it just goes exponential from there. So, but not here, not on this TikTok. So I wonder, if they can control it from there or whatever. But things are very controlled, And it's like, what are they so afraid of the people finding out? That's what I want to know. That's just the curiosity in me. What is it why you have to have power so bad? Why do you need that? Like, why can't you say, oh, we lost this one, guys. Let's let the MAGAs run it for a few years. Let's give them a shot at it. Trump didn't get a real shot at it. It's like I said, I was saying, the Roman Republic, they were a kingdom, then they became a republic. And the way they became a republic was all the plebeians, the common people, told the patricians. The patricians are like the rich class. There were just two classes, the patricians and the plebeians. And the plebeians just went, we're going to do a general strike and walk 3 miles to this hill and sit there until you give us some representation in the rulemaking. That was the beginning of the Roman Republic. The plebeians saying, I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to do nothing until you guys give us some power. It's pretty cool, huh? I think that we should do that in America. Just go somewhere, set up a camp, and just sit there like refugees until they say, all right, you can have a few representatives and have some say. Because right now we have no say. And it's good to see a few of you on YouTube get notifications. Wish that was the case for TikTok. But I don't know. It's weird. It's like they like your first 50 people, that TikTok hits, and so you're in that category, or the first few hundred, or the first few thousand in that first, when you first put out a TikTok. And I guess we're in that 50 people, but we had the last 3 TikToks did really well. So I don't know, but I'm gonna keep doing these lives. And go for like an hour at least. So hopefully TikTok notifies you. Looks like YouTube doing a good job. But yeah, 150,000 subscribers. It'd be nice to figure out a way to say, hey, YouTube subscribers, what's up? That I haven't talked to you for a few years. Like some way. There's no way. I think it's the way that they can keep control of new accounts. They got to make sure account doesn't start and then get huge and then just go super viral and then put out a succession of videos that just like blows the whole something narrative out of the water. They don't want that. They can't have that. And that sucks, right? Why can't we just have reality? This is the reality. This is what's happening. And it's like they can't do it because they can't afford to lose any power for any given amount of time. And that to me is weird. Is that weird to you all? Yeah, little blue 12 didn't get a notification. Any of you guys get a notification here? I'll invite you to the controversial lives. Consider joining. What's controversial lives? Is that just like, I don't know. It sounds controversial. Sounds interesting. And I wish the comments would go. I would have to grab on myself. Yeah, Grandy says, pick a time, be consistent. Yeah, I definitely will. I think I'm going to be doing like Tuesdays and Thursdays or something like that from like 6 to 8. What do you guys, YouTubers, what's the best time for all of you to watch podcasts or whatever? And then TikTok, what time is the best for all of you to watch lives or podcasts or whatever? You know, I want them to my camera through the fence. Who do I think they is? This is an easy question. Easy question to answer. They are the people who make the rules. So I would assume they're the people who own the biggest holding companies that own a bunch of other companies, right? So they have all the money. They have the most of the money, so they can pick whatever candidates they want, and the candidates go, "I'll do whatever you say. Just give me the money." Like these politicians would rather just be like, look at my status and my house and my trophy wife or my trophy husband, and they more than like being honest and fighting for people and saying, you know, like the 30 liberals that they had to change. They had to change everything. That was insane. They go out there. I was so proud of them. I was like, look at this, real politicians, and then they just retract it all. I couldn't believe it. The 0.1% of the one, yeah, it's literally 0.00 something percent. It's like a few hundred people that run everything. 7 p.m. on a Tuesday or Thursday. That's right around the time Creighton films. Is that when you do it? Right on. The elites. But, you know, you have to understand these elites, they definitely feel that they're elite. And I think that the people who are in power, what you can see, obviously aren't really in power. They do what they're told, or else they don't get the money to run for anything. So I don't know why Americans can't go, okay, who's going to use their money for their own campaign, first of all. And then if you're so rich already, why would you need to become president just to enrich yourself more? It's like Kanye, he was 2 billion or 400 million. I don't think he cares, right? He'd rather look in the mirror and go, I pushed back. Like, that feels good. I want you all to know that, because I don't think a lot of people in our country know how good it feels to push back against people who think no one is ever going to push back. You know? It's like you can definitely lose. You can lose things that way. But, you know, you look in the mirror at the end of every day. That's a reward right there. I guess people just don't need to do it for themselves. You know, like somebody who just needs to be loved and get the status, but doesn't care what they get it for. That's just like that. That's me, just like a fake. It's a fake person. You know, it's not a. It's up, Jimmy. Well, we like you too, buddy. Right on. But I'm just, you know, it was so crazy last night. I'm at dinner. What's up, Yoshiki? You should watch channel you call High Frequency Radio. Definitely will. Right on. But yeah, we need to get away from the left and right. What's up, Cube? I'm glad our music is motivating you. Right on. Very cool. Mano, surreal for me too. Very cool. But yeah, you know, it was a dinner, and then they're like, your band, no appeal. That's that. And I was like, oosh, I must have been wrong on the Pelosi thing. I'll admit when I'm wrong, but I mean, I don't, like, when was the websites created? And if they were created before Friday, then I was wrong. Oops. But this is cool. I mean, Headstrong Politics, you know, we're going to be at 10,000 probably tomorrow. And that is a beautiful thing. You know, I go on Truth Social, we get 10,000 followers in a week, you know, and they verify us, Devin Nunes and everything. I wish there was a little more happening over there, but I think that bot thing, like 2,000 bots can follow you and take certain actions and then shadow ban your account. Like, you know, it's written into the program. So what can you do? But yeah, I think I'm excited to see where things are going to go with Headstrong Politics, and then just trap music. So I knew I was going to have to separate those two at some point, and so this is just God's way of saying this is the time. This is the time that, you're going to branch out, And I think I've been setting this up for a long time. And I try to be as credible as I can be by fact-checking things and admitting when I'm wrong and all that good stuff, because I want people to take me seriously and I want people to trust me. That's it. I want all of you to trust me, in my opinion, that is not trying to sway you one way or another for any other reason, but it's going to be better for all of us. That's the only reason I would just say anything, is that it's going to benefit the majority of people in the United States. Anything that I'm pushing, like bathrooms, who can use what, that's not going to benefit the majority of anything. Just a small little sliver. So things like that benefit small little slivers of society, I just don't care. I don't care about that. So, happy Halloween, you all. What's up, Norman G? Yep, definitely been setting this up for a long time. So, it's like Headstrong was used as like the Iraq War anthem. It really was. And I was like gung-ho about it because I believed in the WMDs and all the lies that we were told. I was like, yeah, these guys are I don't know. They are, trying to hurt our way of life or whatever. But I don't know. I just think this is a great way to start the ball rolling. Get kicked off TikTok, or trapped official, banned from TikTok, and then just right away. And I was talking about Headstrong Politics for the last few weeks and saying that this is something I need to do. But every time I talked about it, it was like TikTok was shadow banned. So this new account has brought more awareness to Headstrong Politics than anything that Trapped Official did. So, but so like that's it. Just I want fans to trust me, in my opinion, knowing that I read all the time. I'm constantly reading about this stuff. I'm very interested in it, and I'm just very interested in helping my fellow man and woman live a better life. That's it. Better standard of living. And I know that totally conflicts with the elite and their plans. But it's just unbelievable that maybe they don't feel like they're really in charge unless people are suffering. Like, how do you prove it? Strength in numbers. Yep, Maureen, no doubt. We got that. We got a theme song for that one. But I just glad that things are working out the way they are yesterday and today. So, trap music's only a few hundred followers, but it'll get there. What's up, Nancy? But I'm gonna do a bunch of these. Do I believe in aliens? Oof. The aliens, the reptilians, all that stuff that TikTok really pushes a lot. I can't really get too into it because it doesn't benefit the majority of people. So oil and gas and saying, look, the science, you want to talk about that? Let's do it. Climate change debate all day long, and I'll tell you why are banks still giving money for beachfront property? Get out of here. That's it. Once they stop doing that, they're like, okay, well, in 50 years, this is going to be 2 feet underwater. We're not going to give the loan. It's not happening. So it's unbelievable the things that they will just absolutely lie to us about. They have to laugh in private. They've got to laugh at us. They've got to be like, they believe anything we tell them. What did Alan P do? Mono. What's my favorite Halloween? Justin Bieber. Hey, he wants to ask about a Justin Bieber collaboration. He got a good voice. I don't really care too much about Bieber. But yes, got a few good songs. What's up, Casey? How you doing? But everything you were taught was a lie. Yeah, And I think this is it. I think this is why everything's weird. The same people have been in power for a long time. Maybe they get kicked out of power, maybe they have to answer for a bunch of stuff that they don't want to answer for or talk about or have brought up. So if the same people are still in power from 100 years ago or 50 years ago, then they're probably fine, right? They're probably okay. But if someone that they don't trust gets in there, they won't have their backs, or do that two-tier justice system, well, then they're probably scared as hell, right? So I think in their minds they cannot afford to lose power. The people that are in the different positions can't afford it, or else like the unimaginable hell would be brought on them. Like I would not want to be in their positions. I would not want to have that power over people like that. That is, a lot of people abuse it, but I just feel like, first of all, like there's a lot of people that you could piss off. So, that right there, you better be careful if you're a politician, like screwing with people's lives. Like we haven't even seen anything yet, which is that makes me sad that people. Cube asks me if I genuinely missed the early 2000s. I can't say that I do. The time to live is now. The world is changing faster than it's ever changed before. I'm not the guy who goes needing a fantasy, a break. I want to live in cold, hard reality and do what I can to make it more bearable for everybody. Not even just me, That to me is the point of life. The point of life is to figure out how to help each other. That's what humans do. We're not psychopathic crocodiles who are just by themselves and that's it. We are pack animals. We need each other. So that's the point of life, is to not be so mad at each other and angry at each other that you don't want to help each other. Because that's where we're at now in the United States. Everybody's angry about this and that nobody wants to help their fellow man and woman unless they're being seen doing it, which just defeats the whole purpose, right? So you just got to find value in wanting to help your fellow brother and sister in your country, and then after your country, maybe you can help other countries. So your family first, then your community, then your state, then your country, then your that kind of thing. But this has been fun for sure. I think we got to 20 watchers at the same time on Headstrong Politics for a bit. I wonder how many people actually saw this at all, but we're going to keep doing these on YouTube and TikTok. So what's up, Nancy? Oh yeah, Trudeau, he's something else, huh? The politicians in Canada just make me laugh. Like the way they talk when they debate things is so funny. It's like it's kind of embarrassing actually. The way they go, like the UK, they used to be like, "Oh, you're an idiot," just really go after each other back and forth. And then in Canada, they just do this like really passive aggressive. Like my colleague on the other side says that, and like mocking. They just mock each other. Whereas in the UK, they just directly, "You're an idiot," you go after each other. They just mock each other over there in Canada. And then the United States, nobody does anything. Just the lobbyists and the donors decide. They just go, "Here's the new law. You're going to sign this one, and then you're going to go on this, cable television, Fox News or whatever. You're going to say this, and that's it. You're not going to ever do anything independent. You're never going to say, we shouldn't go to war. We shouldn't do this and do that. No, you're going to do what you're told, and that's got to feel like horrible. That can't feel good to just constantly have to do what you're told. Like I couldn't live like that. Kanye West couldn't live like that. That's all we're saying, and a lot of Americans can't live like that. And the more Americans who can't live like that, the better for all of us. That's the truth, The more Americans that push back against things that all of us hate, the better for all of us. And it's just it's unfortunate that so few are willing to do it because they feel like they'll lose their job or money or status. Like I just don't care about that. I'm so happy with a few thousand followers per app, and then millions of people who listen to our music every month, and maybe they don't want to listen to my political views, which God bless them, all good. I mean, this is why this is a social app, right? It's not a music app; it's a social app. So we're being social, you know. And then music, you know, you can go and just lose yourself in music on any number of apps. Yeah? So that's what's so funny. People say, "Oh, you shouldn't talk about politics or whatever." It's like I just talk about life, what I'm going through, what's important to me. Yeah. Should push back, but everyone doesn't for whatever reason. We just take it. Well, yeah, I mean, it's because you feel like you're going to get shouted down. You know, you're just going to have a bunch of trolls tell you how bad of a person you are. Who wants to deal with that? You know? Nobody wants that. So, that's where we're at. But what's your thoughts on CERN? CERN, you know, you guys would probably know more about that than I do. It's a Hadron Collider. It pushes atoms together and makes them smash into each other and then break into the little more bits. So they try to find out what the smallest bits of an atom are. I mean, is that correct? I don't know. I don't know why that's so crazy. So people talk about the God particle and, like, you know, whatever. I don't believe any of that crap. You know, I think there's definitely sciences that could be used to power, you know, energy and computing and all that. We can definitely get more crazy into, but God particles and aliens and the lizard people living, you know, in the ground. I can't get down with that. I need to see it. So I just talk about the things that I can see and that you all can see. A lot of people just don't want to do that. They don't want to talk about reality, so they'll talk about aliens or things that like fascinate children. You know, it's very fascinating, but it's not based in reality. It might be, but it's just not. It doesn't do anyone any good to talk about that kind of thing, because it just doesn't help the majority of people. It's fun though. It's fun. So I'm not knocking getting into that conspiracy stuff, but there's so much you can see with your own eyes that we can deal with, right? So we see it every day. Mainstream media trying to convince us of something that we can see is not true. I just think that's unbelievable. How do I feel about gun control? I believe that the forefathers of this country are obvious geniuses who wanted a better life for human beings. Unbelievable, right? That at some point, good people existed who wanted free thought and free will for Americans, and they fought for it. And where are those people now? How much pushback do I get talking politics? Does my camp say to stop talking politics? My camp is basically me, and the band is happy that we got more attention on us. I mean, our tour this year, we've done great this year, and we have had absolutely no help from promoters or from, you know, like a few promoters, but most of them that would work with us don't want to work with us because of the hate they get when they do promotions on Facebook and this and that. That's starting to go down, so I'm sure next year they'll reconsider. But, you know, half of them are like, no, I don't want to deal with it. The half that did, we've done well with this year. A lot of great shows. I mean, that's the only thing that sucks about Trapped Official getting banned, was all the great shows that I had up there, you know, and the playlists from this year. So I hope it's not having to do with that. And then iHeartRadio taking Headstrong off their radio stations for what I can only assume is my political opinions on the Ukraine war, because they just did it this year. I mean, it wasn't for Hop for Teacher, and I would love to, if it is, like, I'd love for them to say it, but somebody's got to say, iHeartRadio, what is the reason that you took, why are you discriminating against Chris and Trump? So it's funny that no conservative media will do that for me. Just like, you could do it for yourself, you know, like, you know, my political views and stuff, and then they're going to do that, you know, but nobody cares, right? Nobody on the right-wing media. You'd think they'd be like, look at what they're doing. I mean, Breitbart covered when Facebook banned Trap. Isn't this even more fire? To have Headstrong taken off their stations, and then we can't even buy radio ads at their stations for these shows we're doing this year. So it's insane. Yeah. But you guys have been awesome. It's been an hour, and we will do this again. Let's do it tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern, right back here. Let's do it again, and we'll keep it going. We'll just do it a couple of these a day. Try to get the 4,000 followers we have on TikTok right now, surfing the app, to know about these lives on TikTok. And then YouTube, yeah, it's about the same as usually is, like 1,500 of you. Out of 52,000, YouTube, whatever. YouTube shadow ban's the worst out of anyone, at least track. So TikTok, but the YouTube fans, you guys are great. You guys are great. You know that. But TikTok, hopefully the people there notify more people, because literally I think 50 people out of 4,000 TikTok Headstrong Politics followers saw this. But again, 6 p.m. Eastern, right here. Let's do it.